Action. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Share Your Foodways. I'm Chef Carolina, one of the hosts of Share Your Foodways. Tonight, we're happy to host a very special event to kick off Friday One, a live episode of Share Your Foodways with a very special guest, Chef Jackie and an international superstar, Alaya Martinez. Share Your Foodways is a project of the Division of Folk Life and Cultural Heritage of the Arts Institute of New Brunswick in Middlesex County, New Jersey. Through this project, we share the culture and context around food while we feeding families. For each episode of Share Your Foodways, we share 100 kits with all the ingredients needed to create every dish. We replenish the county network of food pantries. We believe that food is a key part of building the community, and we are delighted to celebrate that tonight's episode. I am very pleased to introduce you, Chef Jackie and Aliyah Martinez.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, how are you? I'm Chef Jackie.
My name is Monica Lewinsky. No, my name is Aliyah Martinez, and I'm so excited to be here with my dear friend, Chef Jackie. Aww. Jackie, what the heck are we doing here?
We are cooking with the queens, and we are taking over Share Your Foodways for the month of Pride. Yeah. So Share Your Foodways talks about people's cultures and the food that they grew up and that are part of whom they are. And so for Pride Month, we are talking about food that is important to the LGBTQ culture. And what better way to celebrate the food that is important to the culture than to talk about brunch.
The queerest thing in the world is probably a brunch. Typically there's grape juice involved, but today we are family-friendly, PBS, NBC, ABC, NPR, radio friendly.
Yes.
So we are just going to get to the food portion of it. Like they said, I am an international, intergalactic superstar. No.
Your beauty is blinding.
It's the highlight, I promise. I promise that is what it is. But my friend, Chef Jackie, who I have known now for 4 years?
About 4 years.
About 4 years. Quiet on the set, please. Quiet on the set. We are recording. We have some guests that we will introduce here in a little bit. But my friend Jackie and I met at right here in New Brunswick, actually.
In New Brunswick, yeah. Hometown gals.
Hometown gals, yeah.
Don't we look at
I am about an hour outside of hometown, but I am a hometown gal here in New Brunswick. We love it here. We love the folks. We love the people. But most of all, we love the brunch that we can provide. And so, Jackie, what are we making today?
We are going to make chicken and waffles with a little bit of charred poblano butter. And we're going to make some banana bread. So we met at Fatto Americano.
That is where we met.
I was the chef and one of the owners, and Aliyah came, and she was our
bag lady,
our host performer for all the brunches. And a wonderful, fast friendship was formed.
Fast friendship.
It was a fast friendship.
It really was. It was love at first sight or love at first chicken and waffle.
I think it was love at first promise of a mimosa carafe that was not fulfilled.
There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. We'll get into all of that here in a little bit, but I am hungry.
Okay.
I already can't fit into my garments, but let's make it even worse for me. So we said chicken and waffles. We said banana bread. What are we starting with?
We're going to start with banana bread. So I have some overly ripe bananas.
What'd you call me?
I called you an overly ripe banana.
Rude.
So if I'm personally eating a banana, I prefer to eat slightly green bananas. I like them very firm and a little bit underripe. Oh crap! Sorry. So my
that's what these are for.
Yes.
The nails.
So if you're
going to make banana bread, you want to use very ripe. That is a look. You want to use the ripest bananas you can find. In fact, if you end up having 1 or 2 bananas and not enough for a recipe, you can freeze them. It's a little bit of a waste not, want not scenario.
And who doesn't have at least 1 or 2 bananas at home?
I mean, in the freezer, just in case.
Or an overly ripe 1 or 2.
I mean, whatever floats your boat. So banana bread is a quick bread, right? So you're going to mix your wet ingredients, you're going to mix your dry ingredients, and then you're going to mix your wet into your dry, but you do not want to overmix.
So the difference between wet and dry in this recipe is what are the dry, what are the wet, and when do we put them together?
Well, why don't I show you? Why don't I show you?
Epiphanies all around.
We're going to start with our bananas. So the recipe calls for 2 bananas. So I'm going to say that depending on how ripe your bananas are, you should use maybe, like I'm going to use 3. If they were super, super ripe and almost kind of gross, I might use 2. If you use too many bananas, you're going to end up with an overly wet banana bread where it's not going to necessarily be like a bread. It's going to be more, it's just going to be a little too wet.
Story of my life. If you use too many bananas, it's a little too wet.
It's a little too wet.
While you're starting that, so you can tell me what we're going to do, and then I'm going to introduce our guests.
So we're going to start by mashing the bananas because once all the other wet ingredients.
We're just going to kind of like put them.
No. I would say maybe like you could use a potato masher. Yep, I know the wonders of modern technology. So hold on, wait. Mash the bananas. Yep, you got it, girlfriend.
It's like churning butter.
You got me.
What am I, a pilgrim?
You look exactly like a pilgrim.
Good Lord, buckles and all.
Exactly like the pilgrim. So.
Okay, so we're mashing bananas.
That's good. You want to just
2 or 3. We just want to what?
You want to just shake that off. Shake the excess banana off. Not off your hands, but off. Yeah, that too.
Oh, not off my hands.
Not off your hands. Yeah. Okay, and so for the sake of time, I have in here buttermilk and vanilla. So if you do not have buttermilk sometimes can be hard to find. It can be very costly. Maybe you don't have buttermilk. You can use regular milk.
Banana.
Sure.
Thank you.
If you do not have buttermilk, you can use evaporated milk. You could use regular milk, and what you want to do is you want to add an acid. So you want to use lemon juice or vinegar, and so you want to use about a tablespoon per cup of milk to create your buttermilk. Let it sit for a few minutes and then add it in.
A tablespoon of acid per cup of milk.
Yes, but like
cup of milk was my nickname in high school.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Tablespoon of acid was mine. I know.
That's why we go together so well.
So I have my vanilla and my buttermilk in here. So you're gonna mix all your wets. Okay, and then in here I have my eggs.
We have very pushy guests over here. He's pushing ingredients my way. I don't feel safe.
Listen, Jones, all of those ingredients are laid out appropriately, and if you screw them up, I'm going to lose my place, and this whole show is going to go.
And it would be the straight guy during Pride Month pushing things on me. Good Lord, he's like Gap and other corporations. I can't say that. Just kidding.
So I'm going to add my eggs and my oil. And then I'm
going to rinse my hands while you're doing that.
Okay. And then in this bowl, I'm going to add my sugar and my baking soda and my salt. So the reason why we're using baking soda and not baking powder is because baking soda can make things rise baking soda needs the presence of an acid for a recipe to make things rise.
Presence of an acid.
Thank you. So if the buttermilk or makeshift buttermilk weren't in the recipe, we would have to use baking powder because baking soda would not activate. So I'm going to mix my wets I'm going to add it into my dries. And while I do that, and then I'm going to fold in my nuts. Because what girl doesn't like to fold in the nuts? So while I do that,
what you do is you fold in the nuts.
Yes, and if you don't have nuts, chocolate chips, skip the nuts, whatever floats your boat. We love all of the banana bread. We love all of the banana bread here.
Pop rocks.
And Pop Rocks, however you wish to eat your banana bread. No one judges here with Cooking with the Queens.
No matter how you want to eat your banana bread.
No matter how.
Okay, great.
So while I do this, why don't you introduce our guest?
Do we have a camera person that can follow me? We're gonna go this way in my lovely abode today.
So I was actually pushing away.
Not a disclaimer.
I was pushing the stuff in because the folding in the nuts portion made me laugh. So I didn't want to, mess up the ingredients. So I pushed it in a little bit to make it.
How dare you push it in a little bit on pride?
Jesus Christ. I can't get myself out of this.
Push it real good.
I'm going to tell my wife to watch this.
And then we have a lovely biological woman named
Jolina Jasmine. My name is Jolina Jasmine. I am a multi-millionaire. I am single and I am not an ex-convict. Aaliyah told me that we can lie.
Oh, catfish again.
I'm sorry. I'm known for being a catfish. My name is Jolina Jasmine. I am a two-time Miss Paradise, which is the largest gay club in the state of New Jersey.
Yes.
And if I look familiar, then you might own a television, and you might have seen me on a little television show called Cops.
Yeah. Paradise is in the lovely town of Asbury Park, correct?
We all love Asbury Park.
Asbury Park,
and it's one of the most LGBTQIA plus friendly towns in the state. And Paradise is my home bar, and that's where you can catch me all weekend long for Gay Pride.
Wonderful.
Yes. Can we explain the cops part though?
No.
Okay.
My parole officer said no, thank you.
Okay.
No parole officers here. So Pat Coyle, my dear friend, now, 6-time Emmy-winning, 3-time Tony nominee, all garbage coming out of my mouth right now. We apparently did not hear you, so use that voce a little bit more and tell me a little bit about you and where you got those shorts again.
Well, I got these shorts in P-Town.
Yeah.
Just happened to be up there. I just got lost one day.
Up on the rack.
Yes.
Okay.
Underneath the dock, I think it was.
Underneath the dock.
Anyway.
Where you spend your time in P-Town.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
okay.
But I live locally, and I was able to bring a gay pride get together at Clyde's with Jackie and Doug's guidance, and we meet first Wednesday of every month. So it's a real nice get together. It's accepting. Everybody's welcome. So it's just great to have an event here in New Brunswick.
And we would love to see more TBLs at the Clyde's event.
Yes.
In the community. You know why I'm offended by your event?
Let's hear it.
Because I've never been invited.
Yeah.
Personally by Pat Coyle.
Are you on the right apps?
And Jolene and I have not been booked there. We have not graced your stage.
I have been booked there twice.
Well, we told you we could lie on the show, so there it is. Back to Jackie, and then we'll talk to our guests here. Keith.
Oh, I gotta go again.
So here, I'm gonna put these back in front of you in Jackie's order. Keith, darling, my friend.
How are you?
You wear your sunglasses inside. How's it going? How we doing? Talk to me about you. Talk to me about what you do. And what is the council that he sits on, or the recording artistry?
Stop, please.
Keith
please.
is the president of the New Brunswick Vinyl Society.
Vinyl Society.
The Vinyl Society. All are welcome.
All are welcome to join. You are the president, chair, treasurer, secretary, at large.
Me and my main man Jelani, who's also in the building.
Jelani.
So it's also I'm Keith Jones. It's a very hilarious joke because the Vinyl Society is a play on words from the Vinyl Society, which I am not a part of, by the way. Neither is my man Jelani. But my name is Keith Jones. I am born and raised in the city of New Brunswick, lifelong resident. I am the director of Human and Community Services for the city of New Brunswick.
And the Vinyl Society.
And the Vinyl Society. Mm-hmm. And I am just, I'm enjoying myself so far. Again, I'll go back to the folding of the nuts joke that made me push the stuff in. So I just didn't make sure we messed up any of it. Was a great joke. It was hilarious.
I heard that about the folding of the nuts makes you push some stuff in.
Yeah.
Me and Jackie have this relationship.
I heard that about you, Joe.
I will also like to say, just for the record, Aaliyah, just so you know,
yes, sir.
I have the best grilled cheese in the city of New Brunswick that Jackie wishes.
I will say this. I don't know if you can.
Come on, Jackie.
You
come
can
over here.
get
Thank you.
the Keith Jones grilled cheese of despair at Clyde's. I'm just saying it's on the menu permanently. It's delicious. And it's not that sunbeam that Jones showed up with that fakakta mayo and that horseradish cheese that you brought that could have knocked hair off of my aunt. Okay? She has a lot of hair.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she was in the grave.
No.
Okay. So I think we're going to turn back this way, maybe. The chat?
I just want to show you our banana bread. So it's all panned up. I sprayed the pans with Pam. You want to make sure you don't overspray because what will happen with batters like this, it will actually fry in the pan. And you can see that on the sides of the banana bread. You'll actually see sort of like fry marks on the side of the bread. You don't want to do that. You don't need a lot. So just a dab will do you.
Just a dab will do you. So,
all right. So we're going to put these in the oven.
Like a quick, and we're good.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe like
just a.
Perfect.
I've never seen.
I believe while Jackie's putting that in, we have some questions which Chef Carolina is going to talk to us about.
I just want to give shout outs to the people because the chat is on fire. We have so many people watching us right now.
Come on in, girl. Come on in. Also, wait, I have to give you a shout out for this. Can we get a reveal? Can we get a reveal? Chef Carolina is not just rhinestoned, but also pearled on the back of her jacket.
That's the Rhythm Nation. That's the rhythm.
love
That is a little
Janet
Rhythm Nation.
Jackson,
We
Rhythm
are
Nation.
a part of a Rhythm
Does that cut
Nation.
them off?
And then we cut off because then that's copyright.
Yes.
Okay,
No, but I mean,
we're shouting out the
we're turning out the chat.
She don't
And
know what it
also, I want to say, how you feeling in the kitchen?
I feel great in the kitchen. Typically, I'm
Folding nuts.
folding nuts, sweeping floors, mopping, but that's what Jackie makes
Well,
me
thank
do
you so
anyways
much
at
for
brunch.
doing
No,
Thank you so much for doing this takeover. It's going amazing, and I'm looking. You both shine in the kitchen, so we're gonna say hi to the people who's in the chat because it's el fuego. Everybody is here commenting, and everybody's sending highs to everybody. Say Ayana is there. Nelson Valentin from Christ. He said, "Let's do it. Let's go, Jackie."
Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Nelson is my heart. He is the heart and soul of
Yes,
Clyde.
he said Clyde's in the house. Peter and also
Peter.
Charles Albreden.
Is my wife there?
No, sorry.
Do you have one?
Oh my God. He does. She's beautiful. I don't
She
know
is
what
absolutely
she is doing with
gorgeous.
him, but she is
No, I have
gorgeous.
met her.
And the babies. Shout out to Chef Ella. She is watching us. She
Hi,
said,
Chef
"Hi,
Ella."
Chef Ella. And well, I'm gonna put your questions on the chat. I'll be coming in and out to announce and to ask questions as well.
We love that.
Keep on going, and I'll let you do in the kitchen, guys. I'll see you in a second.
All right, what's next
Okay.
for us? We're frying the bananas.
No,
I'm
we're
just
not
kidding.
frying
Okay.
bananas. We're gonna set these aside. We're gonna pretend there's not
We're stirring the oil.
banana juice all over. No, we're not gonna stir the oil.
Oh,
What has happened?
We're gonna leave that oil alone, let it heat up. So we are going to brine our chicken. So that was not good because there was water on that whisk.
it's fine. That's
It's fine.
you know,
Third
in
degree burns.
the country, that's how we test our oil. Is
All right. So
she's like kitchen disaster. Here we go. Oh, look at that.
So we are going to make a brine for our chicken. So we're going to do buttermilk again, evaporated milk, regular milk with some lemon juice or white vinegar would be fine.
What about apple cider?
Sure. Why not?
Any kind of vinegar?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't use balsamic.
She would not use balsamic, everybody. The revelation has been made and had.
So, and then we have a whole bunch of spices, and you
Here, let me
can
get the
use,
banana off the counter
Thank
for
you.
you.
I'm done.
You can use whatever combination of spices you want.
Mhm.
So currently we are working with equal amounts of paprika, cayenne, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and black pepper, which I have right
The
here.
Colonel's 11 herbs and spices in.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And so you're just gonna mix it up, and then you can use whatever chicken you want. I am not vegan. If you wanted to use faux turkey or whatever it is,
Tofurkey.
Is that what it is? Faux
Sure.
turkey?
Yeah. Tofurkey. Like
Toe?
tofu.
I thought it was
Tofurkey.
faux, like fake toe.
Why would you say
wants to eat
turkey
a toe?
again?
Toe turkey, like chicken feet?
Tofurkey. Furkey. Furkey.
So, what I like to do with my chicken, I use white meat chicken. You can use bone-in chicken.
Why's it gotta be
thighs,
white?
I mean, it doesn't have to be white,
Oh,
but that's
okay.
what I have with me today.
Ah,
So for today's purposes, we're using white meat chicken. Bone out, no bone,
no bone.
no bone.
Where's the fun in that? It always makes when you have bone in, it's moist.
It is moist.
A lot more moist.
So you want to soak your chicken in here overnight.
Where's
you
the chicken?
You can pound your chicken first.
Oh,
You can hit it with the tenderizer. I'm just saying.
I'm ready.
There are different ways to tenderize your chicken before.
There
but
are
it should soak in the
many,
brine.
many ways to tenderize
There
your chicken.
are many, many ways to tenderize your chicken. And I'm just going to wash out this bowl.
And then we put the chicken in the
And we're gonna
waffle iron.
No,
Oh,
no. I mean, how much do you order out? Quite a bit.
do you order out quite a bit?
Well, no.
Don't you talk back to me like that.
So in fact, we're going to use this.
That's a. Oh, I thought I was
And
like
so-
a glove.
And so I have some seasoned flour. You always want to season
Oh,
your
gosh.
flour when you are frying chicken. It could be just as simple as salt and pepper.
I have a question.
Sure.
Do any of our guests here have questions for Chef Jackie about what the heck she's doing?
I mean, this would you say 16 herbs and spices?
Well, I'm not Colonel Sanders.
That's what I thought.
No,
That's
she
what
had,
I was
I
thinking.
look like
she
Colonel
had at
Sanders
least
to you?
32 in there.
I have far better hair than Colonel Sanders.
You do.
Thank you very
do.
much.
You
Thank
do.
you.
You do.
Thank you. And far less of a mustache.
You do.
I had that shit lasered off.
Oh my god.
I don't have any questions.
You don't have any questions, comments, concerns?
Jackie is the best chef in the city of New Brunswick.
Thank you,
know.
Mr. Jones. I paid him to say that.
Yeah, she paid me $100 to say it,
I did.
so therefore,
I did.
I have
We have a war going on in the kitchen now. You've started
I know. Carolina's
to
going to
say
take me down.
Jolena, any questions for Chef Jackie while she's 32 herbing and spicing our chicken right now?
I have no questions. I am the world's worst person when it comes to doing anything in the kitchen. So I am just listening
I'm the
and
world's
learning,
best.
and I am taking everything in.
Well, Jackie
Ooh.
learned all of her tricks from me, so I mean,
Yes.
Especially your
Yes.
grilled cheese technique.
Why don't you ask Keith where his hair is? You know what happened? It caught on fire.
Wait,
In
really?
The
in
last time he was
kitchen?
in the kitchen. The only thing that was left was the beard.
I used it to create a hair follicle spaghetti.
Now, ew. Now, Keith, is this the technique you would use as a master chef yourself, supposedly?
Well, this is
Allegedly.
this is the technique that I taught her. So
Oh.
Jackie's only followed. She's following the blueprint to a T, which I commend her on. I think that I would have used gold dishes instead of the glass and the silver.
Oh,
and the
so you're
plastic,
like
but
a
other
show
than-
pony then.
Well,
More
I'm
so-
a show stallion.
So you're like a show pony in the kitchen.
Show stallion.
You're like one of those little chihuahuas running down the course, like with their hair bouncing up and down.
No,
Oh wait, sorry, not hair bouncing up and down, because you burned it off in where? The kitchen.
Making his grilled cheese.
Help me.
Okay.
Pat Coyle, really
I'm
quick.
a triple crown.
Sorry,
Triple crown,
sorry,
okay?
Jackie. I just have one more question.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Pat
really good.
Coyle,
Yes.
Are
That's
you
where you got the
still-
shorts from.
are you still with us?
I'm with you.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Jackie, go ahead.
Okay.
But
All
I
right.
love his shorts. It's Hoochie Daddy season, so I love his shorts. And I would like
you
those
say
shorts.
daddy?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Don't take that personal.
No,
I
I never hear that.
I would like those shorts.
Okay.
A question.
Oh,
Yes.
question.
We have a question from Chef Ella. She wants to know, where do you got your dress?
I make my
Keith's
dress.
closet.
I could. No, I did. I bought the dress, but I stoned it myself.
You did?
I put every last rhinestone on here.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's like 230,000 rhinestones.
230,000.
Like a rhinestone
Also,
cowboy.
Chef Garima.
Yeah.
Hi,
Which, by
Garima.
the way, the first show I took her, it was
At Fato.
Yes, at
She
Fato.
made your birthday cake.
Yes,
Oh,
Yes.
I love that birthday cake.
she is looking fabulous. She's
Thank
saying
you.
and she sent me love. We have Mike Basti. She said, "Love you all."
Hi,
Mikey.
Jack. Kelly Robinson is saying, "Fabulous."
Is my wife there yet?
No, she doesn't want to talk to you.
Margarita Fernandez is laughing. She said, "This is on fuego." She's loving it.
She's already at the
We
Delaware
have
Memorial
Aditi
Bridge.
Reyes. She is crying. She is laughing, crying right now.
When
Yes.
Keith talks, we cry too. Don't worry.
My glasses are steaming up.
Well, that's a different problem. Jackie, what are we doing next?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. One more.
Okay.
We have a show called La Drag Queen Soy Yo, and she said, "Oh my God, I'm loving this. This is total art. Thank you so much for doing your drag."
Yes.
Aw.
We Jolene and I would love to be your guests next. Let us know.
Absolutely.
Me too. Keep
So
doing this.
you're gonna soak your chicken in your brine for at least a couple of hours overnight. You know, however much time you have, but I would say at least a couple of hours. And then I would move on
Do you
to
want me to
your.
hold it?
I mean, no.
Oh.
Okay, but thank you for the offer. You can hold the bananas and get them out of the way.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to our waffle batter. So I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour
You know,
in here.
I just got this shirt out the cleaners.
I'm
Holy
putting it in
Hannah.
upside down. It's fine.
1 tablespoon. Actually, the recipe is gonna call for 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is
Bananas are
2.5.
right.
tablespoons of sugar. When I tried the recipe this morning, I thought it needed a little bit extra sweet. So you adjust to your likeness.
Like me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that a
So-
DP?
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
So a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of baking soda because we have the buttermilk, but it's not quite enough to make it rise. So we've got the baking powder in there.
Story of my life. So we will also be putting the recipes up later. Yes. So that y'all can make this at home. And because Jackie just can't keep herself together and just keeps interrupting me when I'm trying to make this recipe.
That I taught her.
Yeah, that
Yes,
Keith
Keith taught me.
allegedly taught
I went
her.
to the Keith Jones Culinary School.
Can we cut the commercial so I can take these ripe bananas out of my pocket?
Do you want them out of your pocket?
Where would you prefer them?
You can leave them.
What? Oh,
So, anyways, we have waffle batter. Let's stay on the track here, kids.
We're on track.
Waffle batter. Again,
Jolene is trying to learn and I'm in her way.
you don't want to overmix this.
It's
A
a
little bit of
banana tea.
lumps are okay. If you don't own a waffle iron, right? Waffle irons are at added expense. If you don't own a waffle iron,
What do we do?
make pancakes.
Okay.
You know? So, and I would like to thank Middlesex County.
You're welcome.
I would like to thank Share Your Foodways and Chef Carolina
Yes.
and everybody from Middlesex, Sally, Tracy, Sarah that have helped us put
Jennifer.
this together.
Yeah.
And I think it's really a wonderful program they have. So in case those of you out in the interwebs don't know, there's a program called Replenish.
Ooh.
And so there are families that will get here. You go ahead, mix that.
I'm gonna do it in front of you.
There are families that will get baskets and bags of food with the ingredients that we're using today, so then they can go home and make these recipes. So Share Your Foodways supports Replenish. Middlesex County has a network of over 150 food banks and avenues for people who are food insecure to obtain healthy, nutritious food so they too can feed their families.
This is true.
And that's it's a wonderful, wonderful program because there are many people, including people within the LGBTQ community, that benefit from programs such as Replenish.
I really am trying to figure out where I am in this process and not trying to be an ass or a person in front of you that is doing things.
I think that so I think you're almost there.
Her angle was off.
Her angle is off. So
My
I
angle
think
is never off. The wing liner is always there.
okay. So I think we're good. You don't want to overmix because you'll end up with a tough product.
Story of my life again.
So we're gonna while that sits.
Oh, it sits.
And we allow for some flour absorption. We're going to bread our chicken, and then we're going to fry off our chicken and waffles, or a chicken portion from the waffles. So again, I have chicken that has already been brined. I'm just going to put it in the flour.
And just to confirm, that is the brine that you made earlier, correct?
That's the
It's
brine
the
that
same brine.
It's the same brine.
While you do this, how long will we be frying per side, or I'm going to talk
It
about
depends on the
fried.
thickness of the chicken, and it depends on whether or not there's a bone in the chicken. So bone-in chicken is going to take significantly longer than boneless chicken. I mean, just naturally, right? You would agree,
Yeah.
Jones?
Like boneheads
Pat?
take
is
longer
thicker
to
better or?
understand.
I mean, it depends on what you're working with when it comes to the chicken.
Well,
And as a culinary expert yourself, Jolene and Jasmine, you would agree with Chef Jackie, correct?
I mean, I think all meats taste lovely. I don't think that there's a I don't think that there is a specific way of
It's too hot.
I
Jolena does not discriminate when it comes to her meats.
Yes.
She
No.
said.
Yeah.
I
We're-
like
She
all
likes
meats
all the meats.
equally.
Her answer is world
Equally.
peace.
Love is love.
I
Exactly.
somehow
Yes.
ended up with batter under my nails.
Of course you did.
And speaking about meat, we
Let's
have a
see.
question.
Oh, we have a question. Yes.
Is it about
What's
meat?
the temperature that you set for the oil,
Oh, yes.
Who's that
What's-
from?
Margarita?
What are we doing?
Oh, well, Margarita, I would say you would need the temperature of the oil around 350. We do not have a thermometer right now, so we're just winging it. So we're it's a hope and a prayer.
Yes.
You want to make sure you can't really see this, but you want to make sure there's some pulls in the fryer oil. You could
Oh, look at
certainly
that.
test it a little bit.
Look at our fancy camera angles.
I think she's messing with you because she's a restaurant owner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She out here, hating,
So
out here
sometimes,
hating on the low. You know what I mean?
okay.
All meats matter.
So you're gonna go from this.
All meats matter. That's right.
All meats matter. Yes. So you're gonna go from this
Yes. And
into
we're
the
gonna-
oil.
So you want to
correct?
dust it off. You don't want a ton of extra. You don't want a ton of extra flour on there. And then we're just going to start to fry. So while I fry the chicken,
Let's talk about pride.
why don't we talk about pride?
Yeah.
That's why we're here, right?
So,
Can I just say one thing? When
oh yes, I mean absolutely, we love it when you say things. No, I'm just
when
kidding.
you are putting your chicken into the fryer, you want to make sure you drop the chicken away from you.
that way,
If you
Exactly
drop
how I
it
taught it.
towards you,
not this way.
if you drop it
That
towards you, you don't want the hot oil to splatter.
That's exactly
All
how I taught her.
So
So-
this is definitely hot enough. So we're going to put the chicken down.
So
Keith allegedly taught you that.
so
Yes,
the meat,
And then-
Pat
the
Coyle.
meat flaps away.
The
Meat
meat flaps
flaps
away.
away.
Yes.
What are we
You always want your meat to flap away.
Yes, as in chicken wings. You know.
Jolena,
Yes.
you agree?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I'm also going to, while you talk about pride, I'm also going to put some waffles in the waffle
Okra.
iron.
Oh, waffles in the waffle iron. Okay. Any more questions before we jump on? One more. Rachel,
She is asking you if you can make this gluten free.
can you
Of
make it
course.
gluten free?
Of
Sure.
course, you can use gluten-free flour and substitute whatever you need to do.
If you have celiac, go ahead and gluten free your life away.
Is my wife there yet?
No.
She,
Keith, she doesn't want to speak to you.
But
Keith,
there is a moving truck out front.
So why
At
don't
this
you
point-
talk about
at
pride?
this point,
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun. You know, I might as well move into the building.
so our lovely friends over here,
Okay.
we're going to start with Keith.
How are you?
What is Pride to you? And what is Pride Month about?
Oh, so Pride Month to me is just a freedom to be who you are, to love who you are, to just, I don't know, just to be happy, just to be confident in yourself, to be prideful in yourself.
Yeah.
And of course, to be, I love the flamboyance of it as well. So it's all those things. And I think that Pride Month is a time to celebrate all those things, celebrate the challenges, celebrate the culture, celebrate the hurdles, celebrate the victories, and celebrate the reason why we celebrate the month of June as Pride Month. So,
Yeah.
in a nutshell, I love it. I'm here for it.
I love it too. I'm
Okay.
here for it too. Currently,
Right.
I'm here in New Brunswick for it.
And that's where you should be.
Yeah.
I mean, where else would you want to be?
I mean, if there was a high paying gig, that's no.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love being here
Okay,
with my New
okay.
Brunswick family in
Yeah.
Middlesex County, and Chef Carolina and Jackie and all of our friends here in the room.
Right.
Pat Coyle,
Yes.
what is your favorite thing about Pride Month?
For me, it's more about just being myself. Just an opportunity to not worry about what others think, to carry myself in my everyday work and play, whatever the case may be, just to be myself. And it's 1 month out of the year that we get to pretty much, make it a priority. But it's great that the other 11 months out of the year that I don't look back anymore. I look forward, and I'm being myself and having fun, and I am enjoying the community that's embraced me and all the new friends and old friends that have supported me. So it's awesome. It's really, really great.
By the way, I've realized I can't say your name without saying both your first and your last name.
It's okay.
You're like one of those to me.
Yes, I'm one of those. You
Yeah.
can just call me Daddy.
Okay.
I have nothing.
Usually people I call daddy are paying my bills. Jolita Jasmine.
Yes, that was
So-
a great answer from both of our guests. Back to you, Ilya.
No, I think you and I are very outspoken folks within the community, in my opinion, in a positive way. What is
Yes.
Pride? How did Pride start?
Pride actually started with two trans women of color by the name of Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera
It's my
at
aunt.
That's your aunt?
Yeah,
Oh,
Marsha.
send her my regards. It started at the famous Stonewall riots in New York City, and it started basically it started the gay rights movement. And what we have today as people within the LGBTQIA plus community, and we are very thankful for both of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Can you ask me another question so I can say yes, like Pat did?
maybe later.
Okay.
Or we'll end the show with a big
Okay.
yes.
A big yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, work on it. Yeah.
When
I'll give you lessons.
Okay.
he needs lessons in a few things apparently,
Yeah.
including grilled cheese making, Jackie.
But not cooking.
100%. But if you want to know, if you want to be schooled on grilled cheese, you're more than welcome to come down to Clyde's at 55 Patterson Street and eat the grilled cheese, Keith Jones grilled cheese of despair, where a tear is shed with every bite.
By the way, these are our friends that we invited
Just
here
saying.
today. So we're not just giving
Done?
heckling random folks.
Oh, I love it.
Chef Carolina. Yeah.
I have a very good question.
Is my wife there?
Why is no? Why I heard that there is a lawyer outside the door.
With the moving truck.
Yeah. Why is it called drag queen?
So there's a lot of speculation in that why it's drag queen. One is that excuse you, I'm speaking. That's our waffle maker. There's a speculation that in historic Shakespearean times it was dress as girl. Excuse me.
Resembling.
Yeah, or dress resembling a girl. And that's where drag kind of started. But there's actually proof that men have been dressing up as women in multiple capacities back to like Roman times and Egyptian times. So I think there's just a history of gender queerness in the world. And if you actually look at Roman and Greek times, LGBTQ people were much more accepted, and it was a regular part of society. And I'm indigenous and Mexican, and in both cultures, two-spirited people and folks that don't necessarily identify as gay or straight or as loving one type of person are very accepted. Yeah.
So,
You see that?
And how did that make you
I can
feel?
add to that question.
Gosh,
How do you feel? How did it make you feel representing like that?
do you want to start that off? Like, how do you feel representing as a queen?
How do I feel? It's very empowering.
Yeah.
It's extremely empowering. I feel like there's things that I can do when I'm in drag that I can't do when I'm out of drag.
Yeah.
Being in drag is like wearing a costume. It's like wearing a mask. So you feel a lot more outgoing. I feel like out of drag, I'm extremely introverted. So it's kind of like you can put on like a position of power and then take it off whenever you'd like.
Yeah. And I think that you and I talk a lot about this. Jolena has much larger Twitter following than I do, but we talk a lot about this on Twitter and social media, that we actually have a responsibility as drag queens. We are the microphones of our community a lot of times because we get a microphone or we get to be on stage and we get to entertain at Pride, and I get to do shows like this and we get to sit here and chat. Yeah, we can be funny and we are entertaining, but we have to talk about what's right and what's wrong and how impacted we are as a community. So I think there's so many people that go into this because they want to be pretty or they want to do a split or a kick or a ballad, because all of those styles of drag are equally as important. And we can go on and on about that. And I think Joe as well. But our main purpose in the community is to empower people to be themselves
And be a voice.
and be a voice.
Yeah.
Exactly. Being a voice for the ones who cannot have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was a good question.
Yeah.
Good job, Jackie. It's brown, just like I told you.
Is it brown or is it like
Golden
a
brown.
beautiful golden color?
Yeah, that's
Jackie, where
that's-
are we in
that's-
our process? This is smelling amazing in here, by the way.
So our second waffle is in the waffle iron,
Okay.
And she's still flapping away.
and I am frying some more chicken.
Yep. And you melted butter, yes?
Yes,
Because
so
there's
there's butter in the recipe.
what's in the butter?
what's in the butter.
Isn't there like spicy butter somewhere?
Yes, but we're gonna put that on top of the waffle.
Spicy butter.
Yes,
Yeah.
Carolina, we have a question
Yes.
or comment or concern.
Is my
Chef
wife
Ella
there?
is so excited, so
Oh,
happy
hi,
to see
Ella.
you. So she wants to know, Aliyah,
Uh-oh.
how you got so famous. Chef Ella is 5 years old.
Oh.
Yes.
She's 5 years
Chef Ella, how did I get so famous? Well, if I was that famous, I would have a lot more than I do right now. No, being famous is an internal thought, in my opinion. It's being able to push yourself forward and do the things that you want to do. A lot of what I want to do is within our community, and that's why we're doing this, and that's why we're doing it during Pride. And actually, we didn't say this, Jackie, but Cooking with Queens is a show that we have been in development. We've had in development for quite some time.
Yeah.
And what it is actually talking about individual people and their loves and their likes and how food affects them and how passionate food can make you and how wonderful food can be as a comfort or as a deterrent or as something that is so a part of your culture that you are, which is why we wanted to come on here, because Share Your Foodways is about cultural belonging in food. And we plan to take this to the next level with that. So fame is in the eye of the beholder, to answer your question. And you are famous to me because we love you.
And I have a special announcement. I'm gonna go on camera for this
Oh.
because everybody's waiting for this.
Come on in.
Such a special announcement I have. Keith John's wife is here.
I
Is
knew
she-
she was coming. I knew
Is she
she was
as
coming.
tired of him as we are? No, I'm just kidding.
And also, Chef Ella said that her grilled cheese is better than yours.
Oh!
I mean, that's
Fighting
probably big facts there, Jones.
Okay,
Do you
so
remember your crushed loaf of bread you walked in with? It was smushed.
I
and
feel
mushed.
like we need a celebrity type death match, like the show used to be on that network
I mean,
of grilled cheese, celebrity death match grilled cheese. How about that?
Aaliyah.
Yes,
Aaliyah,
dear.
Trust me, my grilled cheese
Is
second
mediocre.
It's
to none.
lacking.
Second to none.
Second
I mean,
to Jackie's.
Jackie caught me on a night that I was, trying to save the world.
Should we plate up
And-
some chicken for the folks?
Yes.
So we're not talking about my grilled cheese anymore, Pat.
I know.
No.
No.
Oh
You
wait,
can tell
did
me where
we
you got the
did
shorts
we
from.
accidentally interrupt your talk
You-
about grilled cheese?
You did, but I
What-
would just like to say that I'm so happy to be here, and
gotta
that
quote
the drag portion of it. So check this out. So I just want to what this where the drag came from. I
Oh.
Wikipedia'd it. So because I am a government
Because
official.
all truth comes from Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Yes.
Do you know
I
that-
wanna-
do
I
you know
wanna
that
confirm it. So I wanna confirm
Wikipedia
it
is actually able to be publicly edited.
by anybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I get that.
We're
So
just
check
going
this out.
into it
So
with
he
that
checked
thought.
it,
Check
then
this
he
out.
edited it.
So Jackie posted this post.
Let's see how we feel.
And then I reshared a post. I shared a post. But then I wanted to come up, I wanted to be really witty, Pat. So I was like, here's the things that
We're waiting.
Jackie drags me into, right? So she dragged me into. So I didn't know if I was gonna come off wrong. So I said, let me Google it really quickly. And the Google said that the drag started when the drag queens would drag the actual coat that they were wearing, the garment that they were wearing. And that was where the drag portion came from in the
But where did the drag queen come from?
so the queen would drag the coat.
No,
that
I
she
get
had
but the drag queen was wearing the coat
right.
that they were dragging.
Right.
So where did the drag queen?
That's
come
why
from?
I'm asking you, but I'm telling you
I
that's
thought-
how the drag
I
portion.
thought we were getting
What
a
came,
history
what
lesson.
came first, the chicken or the egg?
I feel
That's
like
what
these
it
are
is.
not facts.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I feel like-
this was a confirmation.
Oh, it's a confirmation.
So am I? So was I?
Bless
was I
you,
not?
my child. There we go. We're in
My
confirmation.
wife is here. That's all that matters.
Your wife is here.
Yes,
I
Give it up for my wife one time, please, everybody.
Pat Coyle.
I also want to take a shout out to my boyfriend Charles O'Brien, who's here.
Yes.
Give it up for Charles. Give it up for Charles. Jackie,
Um,
Jackie, got a guy out there.
Oh,
His mom.
no.
and
No.
Jackie's mom.
Jackie doesn't have anybody out there.
Miss Tony and Jackie's mom.
Oh, she's here. Hi, Tiva.
That's who's also my
yes,
mother.
we
She's
love
also my mom.
Tony.
That's you.
Yeah, I'm
She's
the
our
favorite.
favorite.
I'm the favorite child.
Oh yes, we have
Jackie's mom's favorite child is me.
Sally's
Keith Jones.
daughter, Sally's mom,
Oh,
Isha's daughter.
Nice.
look at us. We are a family-friendly show,
And we have
clearly.
me,
Yes.
we gay here in the house as well.
Yes.
On the other side.
And we have Jelani, who was the head. He's the vice president of the Vinyl Society.
Yeah. Pat Coyle,
Yeah.
you've been a little quiet recently.
Well, and that's
Well,
usually not the case. Believe
That's
me.
usually not the case.
Jackie.
Yes.
Definitely not.
No.
How do you feel about everything Keith's?
What?
I love his shorts. I love his
Anyway.
shorts.
Anyway.
Oh my God, you should get a pair, and the two of you can twin.
Yeah, be like
There you
Pat
go.
and
That's
Keith.
an idea.
We're both government guys, politics.
Government guys.
Edison and New Brunswick unite.
Oh,
Hot honey.
Okay.
Hot
Yes.
honey. That's what they.
So-
That's what they call me in the streets.
That was your nickname, Hot Honey.
And syrup.
Oh, we have another. Oh, Miss Ada,
Uh-oh.
Washington John.
Okay.
My
how
wife.
She
do
said she's still laughing. Like she is just laughing so
Yes.
much. She say, I'm here. I just make it.
That's my wife.
Now what is that?
Okay.
Who? Nina Coppola.
Oh, hi,
Saying
Mrs.
hi.
Daniela.
Yes. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Leah.
Hi.
So, okay, so I made some poblano butter. So I roasted some poblanos right on my stove, an open flame. I took the skin off, and then I mixed it into some butter. Smells pretty good.
I'm allergic to poblano.
You are not.
Sure.
It smells good.
And so we're going to use
Smell?
that instead of regular butter.
Does.
So we are going to top the waffles with our
I've never topped a waffle before.
Me neither.
With chicken.
Keith is just used to bottoming the waffle with the chicken.
I bottom a lot of waffles out here. In this shit.
Okay. So
Do we need
So-
another plate, yes?
we have so
Oh, God.
Is it spicy?
Oh, here.
no, poblanos aren't going to be too
I grabbed that
spicy.
plate. Oh, put it in the camera. I see.
Right there.
Okay.
Jackie's perfect.
So
Waffle bottom.
So I brought two. So, what people like to put on their waffles is totally up to them. I don't judge. So we have
I
regular
do.
syrup, and then I brought some hot honey with us.
Mm.
So it's just a spicy
Oh, it's
honey,
stopped.
which is what I prefer. So we're just gonna drizzle
Oh, yeah.
a little
Hell yeah.
hot honey
How
on
do you
top
like
of our
that?
waffles.
How do you like that?
That was
How
my
do you like
nickname.
that, honey?
Drizzle,
That was my nickname is Hot Honey.
hot honey.
Yeah.
I feel like your name would be Drizzle.
Yeah, can we throw some names for them?
Yeah.
Can we give them some
I call Hot Honey. That's me.
hot honey?
Do we have
I call dibs on Hot Honey.
all right, we're gonna
So we could use the hot
To my
honey
wife.
for this one.
I'm Hot
We're
Honey
gonna put
for the
some
rest of the
syrup on
weekend.
this one.
That's the
Do
big
we have
difference.
silverware for
Oh,
them?
yeah.
Is the hot honey spicy?
It's a little spicy.
Oh, Hot Honey is spicy. That's
I like
me.
that.
That's my characteristics. In a nutshell.
All right.
Golden.
So that's syrup. That's hot honey. We have the chicken.
We're gonna need each of you to take a bite of each. Okay. Wow, this fork. I'm giving
Oh, and then
I'm giving this to
let me check and see if that banana bread is done.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, look, it's done.
Oh, look, it's done.
Oh.
And my
And
hands
it's
are
cold.
so tough. I could even just grab it right out of the oven. Look at that.
Can I slice it?
Yes. Yes.
A lot of
Wait,
full
which one is the
nuts.
spicy one?
Oh, we have to
So
I
we have
think-
the banana bread. We have a nice
I think
golden
Wait, it's not
brown.
spicy, right?
And so that was
People
actually
call it.
Keith's other nickname in college,
Golden brown.
Golden Brown.
Yes, you're right. You're right about that. You're right about that.
So
Hot Honey, Golden Brown.
hot
That's-
honey and golden brown.
should we loosen it from the
My
edge?
wife,
I think
my
we're
wife
good.
calls me Hot
I
Honey.
mean, you could use a knife or like an offset spatula
Or your fingernails.
fingernail.
Those fingernails
I
are
mean,
doing it.
whatevs. That's certainly a
and
more
then-
economical way to do
It's,
it.
it's Pride Month. You got to go with the fingernails.
Uh-huh.
You know?
All right, so right on the plate, if you wanna. No, not with that. Definitely not with that.
Oh, I love knives.
You grab a serrated knife and we can give it a slice.
A serrated.
What I would do is I would cut off the ends and then cut from there.
That's
Why-
how. That's
why
how. I
Jackie,
taught
you
her.
are awfully
The
bossy
ends
right
have
now.
a tendency, I mean, I get a little closer to the edge.
Yeah.
Well, that's you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Listen, Chef Jackie, this is half mine.
I'm just saying. That's what I would do if I were slicing. Who are you, Kendall Jenner, with the slice? What is this, a cucumber?
You do it with nails on. No, get away from me.
This is-
What in the F?
Ouch.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh God, don't take off your hand.
pterodactyl.
Wait, I also probably should not be doing it on a stove.
No. Okay.
So
we're moving
Yes,
over.
dear. Wait, you all haven't tried the chicken. I want to hear about
I'm
it.
waiting for
What
you to
was-
start. Honey, but I was spicy.
No, sweet sassy is
And then
definitely
they
it.
call
Sweet
me-
sassy
They
molasses.
call me Drizzle on the basketball court.
Oh, I burned my
And then they
chicken.
call me Golden Brown when I was a singer.
On the
I-
basketball court or near the basketball court?
On the basketball court. I was quite good at basketball player, you know, Aaliyah.
Were you?
Yes. You know, I slam dunk.
More in the changing
You want
room.
help with that?
Are
Just
you?
get you some of that real quick.
Listen, Mom,
So you want, if that's a serrated knife, you want to go back and
I am
forth instead of
sawing
down.
it.
I can see, but
So-
we're not chopping wood here.
So Jackie, do you eat the chicken and waffles together?
I would eat the chicken. That's why I
You
like
do the last
boneless
piece.
chicken.
Okay.
I like boneless
Good.
chicken so you can get like the perfect bite. You don't have to worry
Yeah,
about.
take
Hold
it from the black guy on the show.
You
would
want the
eat
bone?
the chicken and the waffle together. Thank you.
This is the hot honey. Why don't you try the hot honey?
Where's
'Cause I am hot honey.
That's a
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know, why would I eat meat? You know?
Jackie, you're making an absolute mess of my kitchen.
I am making
Where's the
that.
spicy
Look, and
one?
I burned that piece of chicken.
You
I
did.
am spicy.
I'll eat it.
What happened here? What is this?
What did you do to my bread?
I don't know.
Maybe
All
it was
right.
too hot.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh, good. Shocking. No, kidding.
Mm.
kidding.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
that tastes just like I taught you. That's great. That's
Perfect.
I give it like a A minus, not a A plus, but an A minus. But it's really good.
Good. Good. I'm glad. Does anybody want a piece of banana bread?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Is it hot?
Your wife, we have a word from your wife.
Uh-oh.
She said
Shut your
you
mouth
should eat your waffle
and shut.
like a waffle taco. So stop the chicken and eat it like a taco.
Ooh,
Oh.
I actually like that.
So my wife, I'm not eating no waffle tacos out here.
That's not what I heard.
All right.
I don't believe my wife said that.
I've had it too.
You got so
I think these are.
Those are burned. It's okay. Leave them
They're
there.
not
We're
burnt.
good.
Where's the
They're just crispy.
plate with the thing on it?
Yeah, put it
The
on
towel.
It's crispy.
Dominique,
This the
Solo,
spicy one? This
say
the honey one?
Katie,
Oh, it's good, man.
Yes.
hi,
Good.
friend.
Yeah.
It's the honey one.
Bye.
That's good.
Did you
Oh,
put
there's
the
the
you put the poblano butter on it?
Do we have more chicken to fry?
And they got
No, I
poblano
can see that
butter.
I'm gonna keep frying chicken.
I shut off the.
Aaliyah, how are you, Aaliyah?
How are you?
I'm great.
Jackie,
Yes.
what would be like another thing that you would pair with brunch for
Real cheese.
this wonderful feast we have here?
I mean, it depends. I think that I would probably
Good.
pair a whole bevy of beverages.
Mhm.
A whole bevy of beverages.
Apple juice,
Yeah.
orange juice,
Sparkling grape juice.
Alcohol. Drink.
sparkling grape juice. You like the hot honey?
Hot honey is
We like the
amazing.
hot honey. I love your trident that you're eating with right now. It's good.
I feel like Thor, or as my son would say, this is like the Raphael.
That's
of Ninja
Poseidon
Turtles.
had the trident.
Keith
But
Thor had
also-
a hammer.
But also Raphael and Ninja Turtles had
No.
like a side that was like a trident.
No
disrespect.
our dear friends.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have the hot honey?
We're gonna start with Jolena this time because she's about to put food in her mouth.
Too late.
One last wonderful word on Pride and anything you want to say,
As someone who has judged many things before,
Mm-hmm.
including people
including people,
on a daily basis.
I think this dish
Yes.
is better than Keith's.
Thank you.
But you know what would pair? I think what would pair fabulous with this
I'm gonna keep eating.
is
Come on.
vodka, preferably Stoli. But
Oh, I got it. This one.
For adults that are 21 and over.
or if you're not
Or if it's
21, just
prime.
wait.
Mhm.
Don't sneak it like I did.
I'm getting fired.
What was the question? I'm sorry. I'm just
That is a lovely final thought. That was my question.
I'm so blown away by this dish by our amazing Jackie. This is
Thank
actually
you.
really good.
I'm so glad you're so shocked. It's
Ready, and hold on. I'm waiting for the food.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Keith, go.
What are we
Last
doing?
thoughts. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I'm so thankful for Jackie. For
And
paying
thank you,
attention.
Keith. No, I'm just kidding. No, go ahead.
For paying attention in my class, and this dish is A-, but it could be A+, but it's A-. Banana bread, but it was
that
great.
banana bread is delicious.
It's
and you
delicious,
know it.
it's really good.
And you know it.
It's delicious. I'm gonna have some later with my
Honey. Put
my
it in
adult
hot
beverage. What I would like to say is that I am so grateful and thankful for being here with all of you. I'm enjoying it, Aaliyah, and this is Pride Month, so this is the month that we get to celebrate all the wonderful things that is the month of Pride. And that is culture, that is awareness, that is belonging, that is confidence, that is truth, that is love, that is peace, and that is, I gotta add the flamboyance part in it. I love the flamboyance part. And you also share it with Juneteenth, which is also amazing. So
I was waiting for you to go into We Are
thank
the
you.
World.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm hot honey right now, so I'm a little razzle dazzle.
A little bit more Chicago, a little bit more Broadway.
Yeah, but I enjoyed this. I love it. I thank you. I thank you for who you are. I thank you for what you do.
Oh, you're welcome.
You are welcome.
I was talking to you, Jackie.
Wow.
Mom, I wasn't talking to Jackie. We know how we do
You're
this.
welcome.
But this is great, and I look forward to celebrating. The city of New Brunswick does everything in its power
Keith,
to be
my
a
friend,
better place.
We do have to wrap up today.
Oh, well, today, this is New Brunswick, which is me. So we have all the time that I need. This is Facebook. So there's no thing that's going to cut us off.
Jackie, this chicken is
She asked you to wrap
Thank
it.
you.
She asked
So-
you to wrap it.
So welcome to the city of New Brunswick,
Here,
where we take Pride Month very seriously, and we love Pride Month. We're going to be doing movie screenings all month long. We're going to be having a whole bunch of events. We're going to do a proclamation. We're going to paint the rainbow down George Street again, and we're going to do a bunch of things to make sure that
Permanently?
yes, not permanently, semi-permanently, and then we're also paying extreme focus to our HRC grading on how we provide opportunity for the LGBTQ plus community. HRC, Human Rights Campaign.
Oh, I thought
And
Hillary Rodham Clinton.
It's a report.
Same but different.
It's a report card for municipalities, and it's how do you include and how do you be inclusive and how do you support the LGBTQ plus community, and we're doing really good on that. So I'm going to say that, and then I'm going to stop, and I'm going to say, Jackie, I need some of this hot honey to take home tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna wait. I have a challenge for you.
Go for it.
If New Brunswick is willing to paint the street permanently, I will come host on my dime the painting of that street.
Wait. Say it again.
If you are willing to paint a street rainbow permanently in New Brunswick, I will come host the painting and opening on my dime of that street being painted rainbow.
All right. If you give me a couple quarts more of this hot honey, we can work that out.
Done.
Done.
All right.
Done.
Pat Coyle.
Yes, Pat Coyle, all one word.
Put Edison on the plate.
Pat Coyle.
So, number one, thank you for having me here. The food was phenomenal.
We're gonna have to make you another plate because clearly Keith's not sharing.
Hello.
It's New Brunswick. This is me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No. But thank you for having me and enjoying
for
this
being
food
here.
and being part of this. It's wonderful to be part of a Pride celebration early in the month and to look forward to all the great things that are planned throughout the state and throughout the whole Northeast and everywhere. It's just amazing. And to see New Brunswick getting involved with it, Middlesex County getting involved with it is just a really, really good feeling to know that, everybody's welcome here. And I feel incredibly welcomed here. The friendships that I've built through this area are incredible. Accepting, walking to Clyde's and, it's just such a great atmosphere knowing that we can have that meeting there with no issues whatsoever and fully supported by the neighboring community. It's just a great feeling. So Pride to me is, love who you want to love, do what you want to do, send a positive message to whoever and live your life. Most importantly, live your life. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for having me here today.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Thank
and
you for coming.
my dear friend Chef Jackie, I'm
Oh.
so happy that we get to work together.
Me too.
Jackie and I are a pair that will not be separated.
No,
so
and
it's-
I am just short enough just to rest here.
Thank you for cooking for us, and
You're
thank you for
welcome.
making this wonderful menu. My contribution is pre and post show taping. So,
Okay.
thank you, Middlesex County and Share Your Foodways for having us.
Thank
Chef
you.
Carolina,
Thank you, Chef Carolina.
come on with us while we
Yes,
say some
please.
final words
Thank
as
you.
well.
Hello.
Hi, come on in. Hold
on.
We can get all close. Yes. We're rhythm nationing now.
Let's
do
go,
that later.
Janet.
So for you,
Yes.
how was today?
Today was great. Today was
Yeah.
great. You know, I am so thankful for your friendship, for you and the friendship that we have built and sustained because there's such genuine care for one another. And I'm very thankful for Middlesex and for the opportunity to share this with everybody. But you have taught me so much as a human in the 4 years that I have known you. And you sharing with me your story and your life has just been an honor. And I celebrate you this month and every month.
Thank you.
Friend.
We have a lot of exciting things coming up.
We do.
We have our show. Keep an eye out for Cooking with the Queens, Cooking with
DJ.
Queens. We have a brunch potentially coming back to Middlesex
Yep.
County in New Brunswick, which I'm saying on camera, Meredith, who is in the room,
Yes.
you are joining
Meredith
us and working
Simcoe.
with
This
us.
is
Meredith Simcoe will be there
Yep.
as promised.
Counting the bills.
Counting the bills.
bills.
More and more
Drinking
and more.
the dirties, counting the bills.
I know we have a couple questions. I just want to say before I turn it back over to you, and I do want to ask you like your thoughts and everything as well. But I just want to say pride is what we make it. Pride is a lived experience, not just in the month of June, but every day. Pride is how you feel about yourself and how you empower yourself. I talk a lot about mental health and mental health awareness on my platform, which is my show, Viva Aaliyah. And mental health is a huge part of being proud of yourself or showing your pride. So take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of everybody around you. We live in a crazy world, and insert whatever word you want to there. And this world is only going to be what we make it going forward. And if you are proud to be who you are, if you are proud to stand next to people like I am these folks,
You're welcome.
then mine is Keith. Then you are able to live pride every day of your life. Be safe, whatever that means to you, because being safe is not the same thing to you that it is to the person next to you. Be healthy, whatever that means to you, and make sure that you are your own individual person. Chef Carolina, thank you for having us on your show, Share Your Foodways. And thank you, Middlesex County. I think, yes, to come on, step in with
So
us.
let me get in the middle.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Well, I want to start by thanking you both for make this episode of Share Your Foodways amazing. Because that's what we want to do in Share Your Foodways. Talk about the ways that people do to cook, to have inclusion, to have everybody being welcome. This was a very special episode, and I'm so thankful that we have the chance to debut your show as well here. I wish only the best for your upcoming show. I'm so thankful that all of this and this conversation happened. I'm so thankful for you because you guys are able to spread the word and show who you are and why do we do this, right? Because you asked me about pride. There is people who doesn't feel secure or welcome in their bodies to be able to set it out, right? So if we can spread that and make people feel like they can do it. I work with the Latino community in New Brunswick, and there's a stigma. They feel embarrassed. So when we have people like you guys inspire us to be able to go out and feel proud about it, that means that we're doing our work. So I want to thank you for doing these kind of shows, for being here, your show in Viva Aaliyah, and all of the stuff we're doing for the community, to embrace every person and to include every person. And that's what we did tonight with Share Your Foodways. I'm so thankful for the work that we did And every person that is on this room has did a little bit of work to be able to make this happen. I want to thank Isha. I want to thank Sally, Claire, Sarah, and everybody that Ayana, Tracy, yourself, and Jackie, everybody who has been part of it. I want to thank every person except Keith Jones.
Not Keith Jones.
And before I forget, I want to make sure to thank the County of Middlesex, City of New Brunswick, premier residents that let us use this amazing kitchen, and all our guests, Share Your Foodways, of course, the Art Institute of Middlesex County, Replenish, and Rutgers Office of Social Justice and LGBTQ community. Thank you so much to all of us, also the City of New Brunswick who come here as well.
Yes.
Everybody who's been doing a lot of work. Thank you so much for everybody who has been involved. I'm looking forward for the show.
Yes.
Please invite me
Keith is
over
gonna be
to
on it?
come
I'm gonna be on the
together.
show? Can I be on the show?
Debatable.
Okay.
But Carolina, yes, absolutely.
Tell me when we can see you.
So Jackie and I are working on episodes coming up here in the next few months.
Yeah.
We're going to be working on the episodes. We will have an official release as soon as we're ready for you. So keep an eye out for that. But it will be Cooking with
We've
Queens.
got to check with Keith Jones.
Yeah.
his grilled cheese
Yeah, we have to
schedule.
make
Just
sure
to
that
make
Keith Jones
sure.
is available. The only last thing that I will say is something Jolena said earlier. Pride was started by trans women of color. And until you respect people of color and trans people, then we do not have pride.
Mm-hmm.
So have a happy Pride, everybody.
And before I forget, I want to thank all the audience that we have here
My
in
wife.
person tonight.
My wife.
All the audience on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, whatever places that we went live tonight. Thank you so much for your comments, for your questions, for your answers, for your shout outs. Shout out to everybody, because without you, we couldn't be able to do this show. Keep supporting our shows. And this was Share Your Foodways and Cooking with the Queens.
Ready, everybody? Yes!
Hot